Hi, Dramiones fam. So I'm here with your Dramiones Zodiac today. For each Zodiac sign, I'm going to tell you who your characters are, some of which are what they actually are, and some of which are like our best guess. And then I will also give you the fix that I think your Zodiac sign would most enjoy. All right, let's get into it. So let's start with Aries. You are known to be competitive, fiery, pretty competent, unafraid of a little conflict, like Fred and George. But you can also be a little moody, a little quick to anger, sometimes let your insecurities get the better of you, like James Potter. You probably like the more confrontational fics, like Breath Mints and Battle Scars by Onyx and Elm, How to Win Friends and Influence People by Olivia Blake, and One and Done by Pacific Rim Bod. All right, next up is Taurus. You are loyal and reliable, if a bit stubborn, like Tonks and Padma Patel. But you can also be possessive and acquisitive, like you collect people, like Slughorn. You tend to like fics where they stand their ground on the side of right and their friends stand with them. And that would be like The Fallout by Every Thursday, Bad Omens by One Bed to Rule Them All, and Amor Vincent Omnia by Twin Flame Blues. If you are a Gemini, you are adaptable and resilient, and you can be hard to ruffle, like Blaze Zabini. But you can also have a short fuse sometimes. You can be inconsistent and indecisive, and once people wrong you, you offer them no second chances, just like Draco Malfoy. You like the fix with the indecision and the inner conflict, like Isolation by Bex Chan and Meet Me in Dreamland by Sunflower81. You also might like the two-sided nature of The Right Thing to Do and All the Wrong Things by Julie Soto. If you're a Cancer, you are emotional, imaginative, and protective, especially of yourself. But you can be insecure, like Daphne Greengrass. You aren't always the best at communication, like Albus Dumbledore. You love an emotional devastator Hermione, like Greenlight. But if you are going to read a lighter fic, you like ones where they have to learn to communicate with each other and those around them, like Apple Pies and Other Amends by To Eat a Peach or 10 out of 10 by Morgan Mercy. On to my sign, Leo. If you're a Leo, you're creative, you're confident to the point of dominating. You can be generous, like Neville, but you can also be rash and spotlight hogging, like Harry and Ginny. My husband and I are both Leos, so this pairing gives me hope. You're all about the drama, so you love Secrets and Masks. You love Hermione's brash confidence in the Gloriana set. And because it's my sign and I loved this fic so much, I'm also going to throw love and other historical accidents in there, just because. If you're a Virgo, you're a perfectionist. You're organized, you're diligent, you're self-critical. Who does this sound like? Hermione Granger herself. The other side of this coin, though, is Dolores Umbridge. Sorry. You love a good self-study fic, like De Traquet by Hysterical, or Measure of a Man by In a Days 22. But you also love that debasement in Bloody, Slutty, and Pathetic by What Murda. If you're a Libra, you are empathetic, diplomatic, maybe a bit of a worrier, but also a good shoulder to cry on, just like Minerva McGonagall. You can also be a bit rash and indecisive, like Dobby. You love a healer fic, in which they have to lean on each other to get back to solid ground, like Damaged Goods by Slytherin After Dark, Remain Nameless by Hey Jude 19, or Teach Me How to Forget by Scully Murphy. If you're a Scorpio, you're intense and fiery. You channel this into emotional support, like Molly Weasley and Sirius Black, but you could also tend towards self-protection and even be distrusting or jealous. Sounds like Pansy Parkinson to me. You love a fiery, exciting fic, like Apostasy by Daedra Lynn, or Things Without Remedy by One Bed to Rule Them All. But you also love a journey of learning to trust, like in Meet Your Match by Morgan Mercy. If you're a Sagittarius, you are spontaneous and adventurous, a bit of a storyteller, like Theo Knott or Hagrid. But you can also be flighty and lack a filter, like Bellatrix Lestrange. It feels weird to describe her that way, but you love an adventurous fic, like The Disappearances of Draco Malfoy by Riley Redgate, and especially ones with places you can add to your own traveling bucket list, like Demat Mobile by Brigitte Knightley, or The Trials and Tribulations of Draco Malfoy's Employment by Lady Ursa. If you're a Capricorn, you are goal-oriented, persistent, and have self-control and good manners. But you can be condescending, unforgiving of others, and a little bit one-track minded. I'm very, very sorry that the characters that I'm going to offer you are Voldemort, Lucius Malfoy, and slightly better, Severus Snape. Sorry. You love a fic where they have a strong purpose and almost unfailingly move toward that goal, like Manacled. You also probably love a hard-won forgiveness fic, like Rosemary for Remembrance by Rubber Soul, or The Darkwood Wand by Phoebe Moon. If you're an Aquarius, you are philosophical, caring, and progressive. You want to change the world, like Luna, or Arthur Weasley, or Lily Potter. You can tend towards reclusive and detached when you let your philosophy get the better of you. But you love a fic where they have to open their minds and hearts to a different perspective in a move toward making the world a better place, like A Year and a Day by AML Coco, Clean and Marked by Olivia Blake, and, of course, Oops, I Joined the Good Guys by Rogue Roxy. And finally, Pisces. If you're a Pisces, you're whimsical, you're artistic, you're nurturing, like Remus Lupin. You can also be a little bit overly sensitive. You can have a martyr complex, and you probably love drama, like Ron Weasley and Narcissa Malfoy. You probably love a whimsical, cleverly plotted fic, like Timeless by Alexander Emerson, or Divination for Skeptics by Olivia Blake, or A Hard Road to Hoe by Blessed Toaster. But you also love the martyr complex and the drama of The Auction by Julie Soto. All right, how'd I do? Did I get your sign right? Let me know. I'll see you next time. Bye.